on YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I have this battle against this one guy I found on Discord, Azumarill. If you're watching this, man, good luck, have fun. Let's get this thing started. Before we get started though, I want you guys to look at this Azumarill. Now Azumarill is a very interesting Pokemon. I got my phone right here. Actually has the stats of everything, so that way I didn't have to pull everything up on the computer, but I'll be editing it so you guys will probably see. But right now, Azumarill choice specs. The ability Sap Sipper. Now this is huge, so if you go for any grass attack on this Azumarill, you're gonna be you're not doing no damage. Raising its attack stat, that's pointless, but all we want to do is be immune to grass attacks. 252 on the HP, 56 on both of the defenses, and then you have 144 in its special attack. Having the choice specs, this thing hits like a truck, but this is very defensive, so keep that in mind. The defensive stuff is just there so it can actually take some hits. The 144 practically turns what would have been a free hit KO to most things to a 2-hit KO. So this is a wall that can actually do some damage. Very fun Pokemon. You're rocking up with that Surf, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, and Focus Blast. So try this Azumarill out. I highly suggest this Azumarill. Hopefully we can get some action with this Azumarill in today's episode. Anyway guys, here we are at the battle up against Azumarill. This is a guy that's on Discord. I challenged him, technically, I guess, because I was looking for some battles on Discord. I will leave the Discord link in the description down below. If you guys are interested, go check it out. I got my lovely wife, Alex, here today with me. So, hello.
Hello.
She was begging to join me in this narration, so I said, why not? She practically inspired this team build, so I wanted to bring her on at the very end. So here she is. Alex, what I've learned with this team so far is Azelf is a fantastic, quotation marks on this, suicide lead, though. That's from most of my practice battles and stuff. Other than that, this team really just functions like a standard bulky offensive team. This team definitely, I think, will surprise people because this team looks like it would do one thing, but it does something totally different.
And that is definitely what I'm all about.
Yeah, the act of surprise. The belly drum Clefable, I think, is my favorite. But right here, we'll go ahead and set up these Stealth Rocks onto this Ampharos, and the battle has started. So go ahead and start narrating.
Well, first off, I love how the Ampharos is shiny. That's always a nice touch.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens whenever we get the Stealth Rock set up, and we'll see what he goes for.
The biggest thing is I want to see how much damage he's doing. We are Focus Sash, so we can take at least one hit, but hopefully, preferably...
And we lived!
It showed me a lot, though. It's Life Orb and most likely max attack, because I don't see Ampharos doing that much damage any other way.
No,
let's look at our switch options. Most likely he's going to go for a Thunderbolt to pick up the KO. We do have Blissey and we have Gliscor as a pretty great switch in. So it's actually kind of okay to go for U-turn here. Yeah. It's a speedy U-turn, so this is just nice little chip damage.
Because that's always helpful.
Yes, and there is the potential of him switching moves here. If he switches moves, we definitely probably want to go to Blissey just for the safer option. Yeah. I'm still predicting the Thunderbolts, but Blissey kind of just takes them both very well.
It's very bulky. It can take a lot.
Yeah, Vote Switch. Okay, that's fine too. Blissey's in here. Blissey's kind of like my probably the best Pokemon that's on this team, and that's saying something because we got some really big powerhouses on this team.
But they just can't hold up to Blissey.
Right, yeah, like you know that they're most likely going to be bringing in the physical attacker to deal with Blissey because Blissey's just so good on the special defensive side that we're just, knowing that information, we can go ahead and start thinking about pivots and stuff. They might be thinking about bringing in their Garchomp that we've seen in team preview. If they do that, we're actually going to stay in and hit it with an Ice Beam.
Yeah, because that would be very effective.
It's 4 times effective. Hariyama.
Ooh, Hariyama. Nice.
Not shiny though.
Oh, disappointing.
Not shiny.
Oh well.
Oh well, I mean, we don't have to worry so much about this Hariyama. We got good switches. Shows me that it is guts. So that flame orb is you see that it's burnt.
It burnt itself, yeah. So that
means it has guts. Biggest thing with that, for the ones that don't know, is usually when something gets burned, it has half attack now. But in this case, it actually doubles his attack.
Which is scary.
So yeah, that's actually very, very scary. Expecting a close combat. Really do not want to sack Azov because tell you what, actually Azov wouldn't be the worst thing to sack here.
You did call it the suicide.
It is a suicide lead, but Azov, in theory, can also outspeed this Hariyama and just take it out. The reason I was second guessing myself though is because Hariyama does get a move called Bullet Punch, so it'll just out prioritize us and KO us anyway. So, go ahead, sack the Azov so that way we can get a good switch in, like the Clefable. Now, they're gonna imagine that this Clefable is your typical Moonblast, your typical Clefable basically. So I'm expecting a switch. We're gonna go for Belly Drum.
Which is gonna be so awesome. Oh,
he actually stays in. He stays in and he goes for a Bullet Punch. So that will hurt. That hurt us a lot because that puts us over. It puts us at. We're definitely below
half.
At this point.
Oh dear.
45 HP. We'll definitely not take another Bullet Punch at this point.
We will not. So I hope we can pull off our attack first.
We will not. He'll out prioritize us.
Ah, darn.
That's okay. We do have a switch.
At least you know he's gonna outspeed you. I'd have no idea and I'd lose.
Well, Bullet Punch is priority. He wouldn't outspeed us normally, but he's going for Bullet Punch, so it automatically outspeeds us. We're forced to go into the Skarmory now. Hey, Skarmory is actually really, really cool here because basically we should be able to wall close combat from this thing first off. And if he wants to outspeed us, he has to go for Bullet Punch, but just raises our speed. He's not doing no damage with that.
Nice.
Don't feel safe enough to go for a Swords Dance yet, though. We're gonna go ahead and switch on out, or go for the Drill Peck to pick up the KO.
Oh yes, we took him out.
There we go.
Yay!
Yeah, I wasn't totally expecting the close combat there, so that's why I didn't want to switch him out, or didn't want to Swords Dance up with a Skarmory.
Not just yet.
Now, right here might be a fine time, actually.
Let's see what comes out next.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. But hey, we're making them think a little bit. Let's go on to Discord to see if he actually has said anything. He has not said nothing yet.
No, oh well.
Alright, he brings out the Umbreon.
Ooh.
That's fantastic for me. Like, I feel like Umbreon cannot threaten us, at least for the first Swords Dance.
At least for one. We can get one.
Yeah, we should easily get one Swords Dance off here. And that might be enough to set up for a huge victory, to tell you the honest truth. If he starts hitting at my Skarmory, we can actually guard swap as well. So that's just
cool.
we split defenses. So he actually goes for Curse.
Ooh, interesting.
That's very interesting, actually, because what he's doing is he's raising his defense for my Skarmory.
Wow.
You know, I'll take
How
that.
nice of him.
In fact, we'll just go ahead. We got that +2 on Swords Dance. I'm happy with that.
Why not?
Let's go ahead and take your defense, my man.
Thank you for that, by the way.
And I'll take that against an Umbreon.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Skarmory might be actually able to pull off the sweep after all.
I mean, that was pretty slick.
Alright, so this Umbreon has -1 on its defense right now. We're a +2 on Skarmory's attack. We're outspeeding everything because he keeps hitting us with his physical attacks. I think it's time to drill peck. Let's see. This is, I believe, drill peck actually has a higher chance to critical hit too. I might be wrong about that.
Ooh, what?
That's fine. That's fine because remember we're getting lower defenses every time he hits us. So that's in foul play is also based off of my attack.
Well.
So yeah.
No wonder, but we're good.
We're fine. We're alive.
And that's all that matters.
As long as either way, I can say Skarmory has dented this guy's team.
Yeah.
So far. Alright, let's go ahead and get that Umbreon off the field.
Bye, Umbreon.
That's actually pretty nice. Because Umbreon is one of those Pokemon that in BDSP played well enough, and it's a pain, you know?
Pain.
Like, oh, it's good. It's really good. I'm kind of curious to see what he has to bring in against our Skarmory here. He has Garchomp.
At last.
Garchomp, having probably the rough skin, will probably be able to take us out. Probably. Its own ability is going to be the reason why we faint, but you know what? We can still get some big damage.
Woo, that was nice.
Oh, we do survive.
And we live too.
But we're going to faint to this.
Well, that doesn't matter.
That's fine. Skarmory has done its job. Took out 2 scary Pokemon.
It did great.
Dented the Garchomp. That
Very
definitely
good.
gave us some momentum back into this game too, I think.
We got this.
Like, because we could easily scare the Garchomp out with a few things right here. I think the best play actually is maybe going to the Azumarill. And I don't necessarily remember who he had on his team. I'm very bad at not taking a picture of my opponent's team.
I know, we got too busy talking.
No, that's not your fault. But either way, I'm expecting a switch. Surf will KO the Garchomp from that range anyway, so we're in a good spot.
We're fine either way.
Yeah. I'd like to know if he had a water type, though. That would
I don't think he did. I glanced over it very quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
Ironhead's very interesting choice. You don't see that random Garchomp much on BDSP. The reason is because of the lack of fairies. Mm-hmm. It's better actually to run Poison Jab in my opinion because it actually hits. It gives you an extra coverage where you can hit the fairies and the grass types. Just something to keep in mind later on, my man. Because I know you'll probably be watching this.
Oh, it did half just right off the bat.
Yeah, Stealth Rocks on the Yamega does that because it's a bug flying type.
Yay.
And he goes for Sap Sipper. What did I tell you earlier? Sap Sipper on the Azumarill is so clutch.
It's brilliant.
It literally...
That was awesome.
That's like the whole reason why I run Sap Sipper on Azumarill right here. Because...
For that sole purpose.
Yes. Alright, Ampharos is forced to come out here.
We're doing good. We forced him to come back to this.
Which is fine. That's the play that we want. Look how many Pokemon he's got left, too. He's only got 2 left.
We're doing great.
And we got the Blissey, the Wild Ampharos. Predicting the Thunder attack, or Electric attack. We're going to go into Gliscor. There's no way he's going to Dragon Pulse here. We're a Fairy type on the floor.
Surely not.
On the floor right now. So Thunderbolt, fantastic. That's an easy prediction.
I inspire really awesome teams.
We're going to go ahead and go for U-turn, predicting the switch. If he stays in, we're Choice Bandit, so we're still going to be doing a huge chunk to him. Mm-hmm. Gliscor is actually surprisingly fast for a wall. But yeah, that's not a bad chunk. He has to be switching up his moves here. I'm expecting a Dragon Pulse. So we got Pokemon like a Clefable. We have an Azumarill that's also a Fairy type. But it really doesn't hurt my feelings to go into Clefable here.
Go Clefable!
Dragon Pulse, fantastic. We're all over this, man. We're predicting everything.
Good job.
Going back into the Gliscor.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Just go back into the Gliscor, predicting the electric move because he wants to take out the Clefable.
But we won't let
Power
you go.
Gem. Okay, going for the rock attack.
Interesting.
We survived though. That's what the important thing is. Just lock ourselves into the knockoff. We know that this thing is Life Orb. That's not the reason why I went for it. Static actually hits ground types?
No way! That's not right.
I did not know that.
That's not fair.
Guys, we learn something new every day on this channel.
That is
Even
not
if it's
fair.
from an old video. Learn something new every day. Like, recently, at least, it's not been recent now, but a while back with the Blissey, I didn't know you could actually freeze fire types. So now ground types can get staticked. There you go. So, all good. This is the reason why I didn't.
Shiny Weezing. That's like the same color as
This
that
is the
sweater
biggest
underneath.
reason why I didn't go for EQ. Thinking that this Weezing would have the levitate, but we just seen right there it's actually neutralizing gas, which is fine. We'll go ahead and knock off. If he has any shenanigans, we'll actually figure that out right now. If it's Black Sludge or if it's Choice Specs or whatever Weezing, that might be kind of like a part 2 of this team. We continue down making some more very unique Pokemons that you see them do one thing, expect them to do this all the time, but then we change their role. We may actually keep that as a trend on this channel from here on out because I'm actually having a blast with
He
it.
canceled!
Well.
He canceled!
Well, great game, buddy. Guys, I'll see you guys in the pregame show. Thanks again for watching. Man, what a finish. Skarmory, definitely MVP there. Being able to pop off and get that Swords Dance off with that Skarmory, and just getting our weak armor activated too is fantastic. I think my favorite part though was us being able to basically take care of the Umbreon, right? You know, Umbreon's known to be a very defensive threat. I think our team had answers for Umbreon, but just the fact that Skarmory was able to handle it was fantastic. I do want to know though, what do you guys think about that young Mega going for that Giga Drain? I told you guys about Sab Sipper. So, hey, fun stuff, fun stuff. Apple Row, if you are watching this, like I said, I told you good luck, have fun. Hey, this was a great game. Like, I know the score doesn't really reflect that, but you actually played very, very well. And I want to just give you my respect. You did run at the very end. And you were talking about that on Discord, like, man, I'm gonna look kind of foolish if you put this on YouTube because I ran. Well, your Weezing had no attacks. This is what he told me after the game. Weezing had no attacks whatsoever, so if he just kept pushing random moves, he knows he was gonna lose it anyway because he can't do no damage. He saved me and himself some extra time, and I appreciate that. To me, I'd much rather see you run at that point. If you know you lost, run. There's no harm in that. You know, you didn't do no disservice or anything. You're doing me a disservice if you don't run, actually, if you know you already lost. So, and I just want to put that out there. Anyway, guys, hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. This is Wi-Fi Mirren signing out. Peace. A bug flying type. And he goes for Sap Sipper. What did I tell you earlier? Sap Sipper on the Azumarill is so clutch.
That's brilliant!
It literally...
That was awesome.
That's like the whole reason why I run.